Hey everyone, welcome to the Burnt Brass Homestead channel. I decided to walk around Walmart for three reasons. One, I wanted to see if anyone was panic buying because of the tariffs and the fear of food and supply shortages. Two, I wanted to check to see if the shelves were starting to empty out. And three, I wanted to get an idea of what would happen if China stopped all of its goods from shipping to the US. To answer one, I didn't see anyone panic buying at all. People's carts were pretty much empty and they were just getting the items that they needed. Two, as you can see, the store is pretty packed, at least for now. I am going to come back to Walmart maybe in about 2 or 3 weeks to check to see how things are going. That is, if the tariffs continue or if China decides to stop all shipments to the US. And three, I checked so many items in the store to see where they were manufactured. It goes without saying that many of the items were made in China, but for every item that I found made in China, I found a similar item made in the US, Honduras, Japan, India, or Taiwan. I checked so many different sections, such as kitchen and household items, clothing, automotive supplies, furniture, toys, makeup, hygiene products, first aid, and so much more. And again, for every product I saw that was made in China, I found a similar product made somewhere else. And yes, I know that the US and other countries may not be able to produce the products at the rate that China can, but do we really need all those things that we can purchase and that we do purchase on a daily basis from Walmart or anywhere else? As much as I believe in supporting local businesses and farms, you can't if you don't have the funds. We mostly support our local farms nowadays. Other than that, we eat a lot of our own fruits and vegetables that we grow, which significantly reduce our grocery bills. And those foods that aren't in season, we do without until they're back in season, like tomatoes. Not knowing how the economy will impact us in the near future, we are putting our money into the homestead and saving the rest. So with that said, I ended up walking out of Walmart without purchasing anything. There was nothing there that I needed. There were definitely things there that I could have bought. And I wouldn't say that it would have been a waste of money to buy those things, but I didn't need them. So why spend money on things that I can do without? Now, if I would have purchased them, I'm pretty sure I would have used those items. But basically what I'm saying is I can do without purchasing new products every day or every week from Walmart or the Dollar Tree or any other store. And I make do with what I have. So I guess the purpose of this video is to remind you to not listen to people that are forcing you to make bad decisions, such as panic buying as a result of the tariff wars or fears of product shortages or food shortages. If anything, I recommend speaking with your doctors about any medicines you depend on that ships from China. Maybe discuss what options you have if things get worse between the US and China. I also recommend buying seeds and planting them. Learn how to garden now. And for those of you guys who live in a city and may not have an area to grow food, reach out to family, friends, neighbors to see if you can do a co-op with them, whereas though you grow in their garden and you split the harvest. Buy extra food that have a long shelf life or longer shelf life. I have a video on how to build a long-term food pantry on a budget over the course of a few weeks, which I will link to this video. Buy wheat berries, which can be used to make hot cereals in the winter. You can grind them to make fresh flour for breads, pastries, pies, and pastas. Get sugar and spices. If you are in Walmart, think about the things that you absolutely need, just the bare basics, nothing fancy. If you live in an area that gets extremely cold in the winter, maybe considering an alternative heat source, especially with the blackouts that are occurring both here in the US as well as in Puerto Rico. The latest big outage was in Portugal, but who's to say that it wouldn't happen here? And not to mention, we have storms in our area that knock out power. The longest we were without power was 4 days, which is absolutely nothing compared to others. However, we do have an alternative heat source should we be without power, and alternative ways of cooking our meals. If you live in an area that gets extremely hot in the high 90s or 100 degrees, then get a fan. Just get the very basics. If you don't live in an extremely cold area or an extremely hot area, then don't get those items. I like the various challenges people post about, like going 30 days without purchasing anything. I love that challenge. Or the 30-day food pantry challenge, which forces you to eat what's in your food pantry and not make a lot of trips to the market buying this item or that item. While I understand that these tariffs and if there's a complete pause in shipments will hurt businesses, have already hurt businesses, you as a consumer, we as consumers aren't necessarily impacted in the same way, or we don't have to be, meaning that we don't have to go out and buy all these products. We can make do with what we have. In summary, I would just say that you don't have to spend money to enjoy life. Instead of going on vacation that will cost, that would take you 6 months to pay it off, go to your local park or museum. These things are free. Go biking on the local trails. It's free. Hiking, free. Go swimming in a local pool. It's free. Hang out with friends and family. It's almost free. But seriously, I think it's wise to reduce both debt and spending and find ways to produce some of your own food, even if it means teaming up with friends, family, or neighbors to do so. Just because you have the money doesn't mean you have to spend it. Tuck it away for a rainy day, for either you or maybe friends and family that you can help. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Please like, share, and subscribe to help this small channel to grow.